Hey y'all, get under the covers and get comfortable because we're about to get intimate. No, not that kind of intimate, but close. Did you know that 3 of the most intimate conversations we can have are sex, mental health, and finances? Probably didn't expect that last one, did you? Financial challenges are actually one of the leading causes of divorce and stress today. A big reason? We don't talk about it. At least not thoroughly anyhow. That's where I come in. Hi, I'm Dr. Michelle Marie, a certified wealth coach, best-selling author, and the creator of Bedroom Talks. Get financially intimate. A podcast focused on bringing awareness to the importance of financial intimacy and enticing openness to get real in a judgment-free zone. Together, we're going to cover a multitude of financial topics so you can leap toward financial freedom with confidence. Are you ready? Grab your wine or whatever drink you prefer, and let's unrobe this topic. Hey y'all! Welcome back to another episode of the Bedroom Talks podcast, where we get financially intimate. Today, we're going to dive deep into the transformative power of mindfulness and the profound impact it can have on our relationship with money. Prepare to unlock new perspectives, embrace abundance, and embark on a journey of financial well-being. As the inspirational author and speaker Louis Hay once shared, with every thought we think, we are either healing or harming ourselves. Let's harness the power of our thoughts and direct them toward healing our relationship with money, transforming our financial lives, and creating a positive and abundant mindset is so critical. Okay. So here's the thing. I've dug deep into this research. I know I personally have walked through this process myself, and it's something that I continue to practice every single day, because what I have learned is that when it comes to things like this, especially when there is a history of trauma or negative mindsets and habits associated with a particular topic, once you kind of work through that, heal from it, overcome it, you have to do like a maintenance process, essentially. That's what I like to call it. And so every day I'm constantly thinking about positivity in regard to money mindset in multiple areas of finances. Okay, so there could be something that happens and my initial thought might be, oh, here we go again. But as soon as that thought starts to come into my mind, and I will tell you that sometimes it still does, even for somebody like me, the first thing that I'm going to do is go, nope, 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 nope. And I have to figure out what is the way to shift that into a positive, okay? Even if that simply means, you know what, yes, this happened, it was unexpected, but I have an emergency fund and I can take care of it, that's still a positive thought, okay? So let's go into this a little bit more. So not only do I like to take my own personal experiences and bring them to others, bring them, to this podcast, bring them to my clients, bring them to information I share on social media, things like that. But I also like to take information from experts. So I did a bit of research, just to kind of see, is there anything that I haven't thought of? Is there something that's going to enhance what I'm providing, anything like that. And that's what we've got for today. So we've got a couple of things to start with when it comes to mindfulness. All right. So the first thing is mindful money awareness. Okay. So you want to embrace the present moment. Okay. Embrace the present moment. And emphasize the importance of developing a mindful money awareness, okay? That is the goal here. We want to we want to develop a mindful money awareness, right? So in order to do that, we have to embrace the present moment, okay? By grounding ourselves in the present moment, we make conscious financial decisions. And that helps us to avoid impulsive behaviors, okay? So take a moment if you have to pause this and take that moment to reflect. But even not just in this moment, when you are encountering a financial decision, no matter how small or big it is, take a moment to pause, reflect, and assess each financial decision and see if it aligns with your goals and your values. Okay, does it get you off track? And if it gets you off track, are you okay with that? Can you recover easily without it being too much of a burden for you? Those are things that we have to think about. Sometimes it's okay to make a choice that takes us a little bit off track if it enhances our overall goal, right? And sometimes we have new goals that come in the way. Are you okay with the extension of whatever your timeline is? Are you okay with that addition that's going to kind of be like a little bit of a curve? And do you have the discipline to get you back there in that place? Those are the things to think about, okay? The next thing is gratitude and abundance, okay? Shift your mindset, okay? Shifting your mindset from scarcity to abundance. If we continue to think that we are poor, that we are stuck in a boatload of debt and we're never going to get out, regardless of what the facts are. If we keep telling ourselves we're never going to overcome, we're never going to get the debt paid off, I'm never going to get a better job, things like that, if we're continuing to say those things to ourselves, guess what? We're going to stay there. More often than not, that is what is going to happen, okay? We have to cultivate a mindset of gratitude by acknowledging the blessings and abundance in our lives. All right. What do I mean by this? Just simply think about it. Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have clothes to wear, food to eat, a job to go to, and are your lights turned on? Do you have extra things outside of those things that I just covered? Be thankful for those things. Acknowledge those things regularly. And that is the beginning of thankfulness and just having gratitude for the basics. Okay. Now, appreciating what you have allows you to attract more positivity and abundance in your financial journey. I can't tell you how many times I would just pray on my way to work and thank the Lord for what He has given me as far as the basics. And sometimes, by the end of the day or sometime within that week, a financial blessing would come to me. And sometimes it can be as simple as, it didn't take as much to fill up my gas tank as it usually does. Maybe the gas prices went down a little bit, or I got my electric bill and my electric bill was less than what it usually was, or somebody dropped, $20 toward me. I actually had someone in church one day hand me $100 check and said, the Lord told me that I needed to give this to you. And I didn't really need it, but that was the reminder that he was listening, that he was appreciating my thankfulness, and just the fact that he is able to provide, and that I didn't have to question that. So just simple gratitude for what you currently have invites abundance into your life, okay? And the last thing is conscious spending, okay? Align our values. Align our values. all right? In order to align your values, you have to have conscious spending. Constantly take moments to reflect on your financial decisions and ask yourself, as we said in the other area, to if they align with your values. Okay, prioritize your spending on what truly matters to you. Foster a sense of fulfillment and financial well-being. If you are stuck in your finances and feeling like you're living paycheck to paycheck and you don't have a money management plan, I'm sorry that I have to say this. I know that we don't love this, but if you're not managing your money, if you don't have a budget, money management plan, whatever it is that you want to call it, you're not going to be able to overcome in your finances. You have to tell your money where to go or it will disappear. You have to. I don't know how many times I've sat down with families that said they felt like they were living paycheck to paycheck, and they're like, we make a lot of money, but I don't understand where any of my money is going. And then we develop the budget and don't even get to the portion of the kids spending and the personal spending for his and her. And, there's a few hundred to $1,000 left over, and they're usually floored. And that's after adding in all of the debt, all of the saving, all of the giving, all the extra expenses, the general kids activities are usually always added in there before I get to that point. I have never sat down with somebody and not had something left over. And most of the time, it's $200 to $300 at minimum, depending on where they're at. And I've even had a family of 5 that I sat down with that had an extra $1,000 left over. And then we split it up between putting a little extra toward debt. We did his and hers spending and a little extra towards not just the kids spending, but vacation planning. And they were just amazed. And the only way that you can just continue to stay in this state of knowing that you're able to come out of being stuck financially and living paycheck to paycheck is if you maintain the money management plan, okay? And that conversation will come soon. All right, so what about how do we practice this mindful money management? I bet that's probably a thought in your head. Besides the money management plan or the budgeting, how else can we do that? So I've got a couple of practical tips for you that will help you unlock the power of mindfulness in your relationship with money. Okay? So, as I just discussed, practice mindful budgeting. Create a budget that reflects your financial goals and values and regularly review it, adjusting it, being mindful, and making room for growth and unexpected expenses. Okay? It's always a good idea to have a miscellaneous fund, so to speak, or a maintenance fund for, what if this comes up? Now, you do want to make sure that you have an emergency fund that you're building up, minimum $1,000. But I like to also build into my monthly budget, outside of my regular emergency fund, a maintenance emergency fund. And that is usually kept in a separate savings account that I move from month to month. I just move money into it. And if something happens, like a car repair, new tires, air filter, or something minor around the house, I can go ahead and pull that out of it, that I don't have to tap into my regular emergency fund that I feel like is more for me, for deeper emergencies. You don't have to do it that way. You can have one emergency fund if you want to, but I would factor in maintenance type emergencies and add a little extra to your emergency fund every month for that, okay? Cultivate gratitude rituals. I don't really love the word rituals. Let's call it practices or something of that nature, okay? But start your day with a gratitude practice, all right? Acknowledge the abundance in your life and express gratitude for the financial resources and opportunities which will help shift your mindset toward abundance, okay? This simply can be, my room is set up to where when I am on my bed, which I am right now, and I'm facing, it's not just a wall, it's actually double doors that lead to a upper balcony, and there are trees out there. And trees give us oxygen. Trees give us life. And so I'm thankful for the view itself, but I'm also thankful for the view that's showing me what's helping me to breathe and live every day. It's amazing. Okay? Let go of comparisons. Mindfully detach yourself from the urge to compare yourself with others. Comparison is a killer. And the thing is that the way the majority of people present themselves in their situation is not even factually what's happening. Okay? Everyone's financial journey is unique. So focus on your own progress and growth. All right? Reflect on these words of wisdom from Scripture. The love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. That's 1 Timothy 6:10. The love of money. Money itself is not evil. It's the love of money, meaning, are we obsessing over, I've got to have more, I've got to have more, I've got to have more? What is your focus? Approach money with mindfulness, recognizing it's a place in your life and nurturing a healthy relationship with it. It's okay to have money. It's okay to desire wealth. It's not okay to obsess over it. And I know that it can be very overwhelming sometimes when it feels like we don't have enough and your first thought is, I just want to survive. That's a little bit of a different situation than what I'm talking about. Okay, if you are in that particular type of situation, please reach out to me. Email me at hello@drmichelleMarie.com and let's get a game plan started for you. Okay, I do consultations for about a half hour for free, and I'm willing to sit down and go over a couple of things with you to get you started and then talk about anything that I might be able to do to help you further. All right. Outside of that, if you are looking to deepen your understanding of mindful money management, I invite you to join me on a 2-day workshop, June 28th and 29th. This workshop is the ultimate workshop to achieving financial mastery. It's a 2-day event packed with powerful strategies, expert insights, and actionable steps to transform your financial life. You can find that at www.financialabundanceblueprint.com/workshop. And as we conclude, I want to remind you that mindfulness holds the key to transforming your relationship with money. Embrace the power of the present moment, have awareness, gratitude, and practice conscious decision making. Take mindful steps toward financial well-being and watch your relationship with money blossom into harmony and abundance. Stay tuned for future episodes every Tuesday of the Bedroom Talks podcast. And don't forget to tell a friend about this. Share it with everyone, share it on social media. And if you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and give us a like, maybe even leave a comment. Until next time, go build wealth.